talk about your run today.
I mean, it was pretty good. Obviously, when Ranger got put to the back, we kind of just focused on trying to stay up front and wait till he comes. I mean, we knew that he's always good on road courses, and you know, as are these two sitting beside me. So the biggest strategy I had was just trying to save my stuff and ride around, and it just turned out that the longer I went on a green flag run, the car just got better and better, and it was a really good feeling, and I'm just excited how it all worked out. The last few laps were pretty hairy for me, running on that oil. We were talking about on the ride up here, you know, we don't even know if it's better being a leader or second or third, just because whoever hits it first. Well, you know, I think they had a good idea what we were running through after the first time I hit that, so it was a scary moment for me, but you know, we came out good, so that's all that matters.
Talk about all the things in the off season, particularly the practice crash and things that have been going on with you that makes this win maybe more special.
Yeah, we came here and tested about 2 weeks ago, and really hurt the car really bad. So, you know, Don and Ted spent a lot of time working on his car. We had a good feeling about it after we stripped it and realized it wasn't too bad. So they put a lot of hours into it. You know, Bob Wise did an overnight paint job on it to get it all looking pretty, and you know, that thing, you know, after we wrecked it, it worked better. So I mean, I'm not saying I want to go wreck more. It's just, it just works really good. So you know, that's the best that car has ever been. So I'm glad. I'm not going to say I'm glad we wrecked. I'm just glad we found all the issues and got it sorted out.
Jeff Lapcevich, a second place run, a solid first outing. You qualified third, finished second. Talk about your run.
We had a really good run. You know, I think we could hang with JR for a couple laps, but the longer we went, the better he got. And he was definitely the class of the field. I feel like we gave it a valiant effort, but we just come up a bit short. We got to work on the long run stuff. Got a little look on the inside of him, and with about 2 to go in the oil stuff, and it got a little hairy for me there. But my hat's off to them. Those guys did a great job. And Robin, you know, we've been banging doors here for a long time, and it's nice to start the season off strong.
Robin Buck, you got an honorable mention from Jeff there. Third place finish. Talk about your day.
My day was pretty good. It was consistent. We had a little mix up in the pits when we came in for tires. They weren't quite ready, or something happened. Anyways, we did fuel the next go around, and we knew we'd lose a lot of track position if we did tires. And we tested here a little while ago, and we were able to run consistent mid to low 24s for, you know, 20-30 laps, and he thought that might be the race pace come race day. So I was a little concerned, but not overly concerned. But I knew, you know, JR, as Jeff has mentioned, was very quick, and the longer we went under green, the farther he just pulled away. And you know, Jeff's always really quick here. He knows what to do and when to do it, and you know, just so I know those guys, when Jeff was behind me, it was just a matter of when to let him get by me so it didn't affect me too bad, and just try and stay with him. But I knew they were going to pull away. And then LP, he was really clean. He ran me very clean on the restarts, which was really nice. I think, you know, hats off to him. He could have put me really wide through two a couple of times, but everything was good.
We'll open it up to questions, Dean.
JR, last year, admittedly, you were plagued with horsepower and reliability problems. You changed engine builders in the off season. Talk a little bit about how that translated today.
I mean, anybody that's been around the NASCAR days in NASCAR Canada, you know, everyone knows that Ron Beauchamp Sr. has been building engines for a very long time and very reliable. You know, like if he ever blew an engine, everyone asks, you know, that's what happened. Something obviously broke, because he hardly ever blew up. So the reliability part is really what we were looking forward to having on our program, just because of last season, a lot of the issues that we had, and obviously having him here tune just little things like the carburetor when we're working on elevation changes throughout the track. If I felt burble here and there, he'd work his magic and get that thing really crisp and really responsive. So that helped a ton. Obviously, just the way that this series is going, getting as competitive as it is with, you know, all these road course racers that have been here forever and that are keep coming in. It's getting so competitive that you got to find every edge possible, and you know, it's not like a Sunday drive out there. You know, you're driving your balls off the whole, you know, every lap trying to stay ahead of these guys, and you know, it's when the caution came out and then the red, I had enough time to think about all that could go wrong, and that kind of sucks.
Norris?
You're right, it's very competitive. However, you're all very familiar people up here. You won this race 4 times in 9 years. You've been on the podium 7 times. Jeff, you were second here last year. You and I chatted a moment ago. You lost count of how many times you finished 3rd here. So the 3 of you are doing pretty good. When you talk about the young guys coming up, though, I mean, who do you have to worry about? You're here.
All of them. I mean, if you just look at the qualifying and how tight it was, there's half a dozen guys that are, you know, in the next 3-5 years are going to be very quick all the time. Once they get all the stuff that we've spent years sorting out and understanding, it's easy to go fast for a lap or 2. It's really learning how to race for the length of a race. There are a lot of guys that can go out and lead and fall off the track. A lot of guys just not capable of winning, and this guy's learned how to win. I remember when there were days where once he got out front, it's just a matter of laps before he did something silly. But he doesn't do that anymore. So, you know, that's how I look at it. It's very healthy competition right now.
Any more questions from the media? Well, that will conclude our post-race media conference. We thank you very much.